Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel where today we are going to be looking at all of my platinums from 2022. Now normally I do this in a video with other stuff, but I actually, like, humble brag, got quite a few platinums this year, so I thought I'd break it out into its own video so we can look back at the stats in general, break down each trophy that I got, what platinum trophy that is, and then do a bit of a ranking at the end of my favorites of the year. So let's dive in, stop with the chit chat, let's go. So I'm actually going to be using the Trophy Mosaic website to take a look at some of these stats, because I found that they have a really cool, interesting stats going on here. So let's dive into that first. Welcome back, Legend Thriller 5. It is I, Legend Thriller 5. So let's do year in review. So 2022, Legend Thriller's 2020 year review. My first platinum was indeed Overcooked. Last platinum was Elder Scrolls. Rarest was Fall Guys. We're going to get into these more in depth later. Quickest, which was a bit of an auto pop. Marvel Spider-Man Remastered. But my longest platinum, which I am very proud of, is Dark Souls 3 with 5 years and 7 months. That's, I think, my second longest platinum that I've ever got, I think, in the history of me. I think GTA is the next longest. My most active month was December with 4 platinums. That's Sonic, Sackboy. I can't remember the name of this game. Lonely Assassin's a Dog 2 game. And then Skyrim. And there's all 23 of my platinums. 23, by the way, is the most I've ever got in a year, which is quite exciting. I'm not really sure how that happened. I think it was just the backlog completion goal that really set me off. And as you can see, yeah, my most was PS4 games. Not played that many PS5 games, but that's because I was delving into the backlog. Now, if we go back here, we can take a look at the Plat stats just to show you. So as you can see, things sort of go in a bit of a flux here. So Plats per year, they go up and down. But I've been more recently, I suppose, on a steady increase. And here we are capping off with 23. I don't know if I can best 23 next year. It's quite insane, actually. I didn't think I would get that many at all. And then Plats per month, as you can see, it sort of ramps up at the end of the year. And then December is always where I get the most platinums, because it's like the end of the year. I want to finish things up, and it's normally when I get a new console, so I tend to try and finish a bunch of games. Plats per day, well, as you see, the weekend, Saturday is pretty much, as you see at the weekend on a Saturday, we're getting highs of a 35 for platinums, dipping down to 27, then with some low colds on a Wednesday at 13. Wednesday, not a good day for platinums, it seems. And then Plats per hour, interesting. So, of course, we're getting a lot around the sort of dinner time, evening time area. Yet to get a platinum in the wee small hours of the morning. Maybe I can change that one day. I'm not sure if I can, really. I mean, could do, but I guess a lot of the time I'm getting platinums is on stream, and that's when it's happening around here, which is quite interesting. And then per platform, PS4 doing the bulk of the work here, PS3, VO with 14, and then 20 for PS5. How will that change next year, I wonder? Next year, will there be more PS5 games? I don't know. It's going to take a lot to get over 72, especially. There's still so much in the backlog that I have to play on the PS4 that I'm definitely going to go back to. And then, Plats by rarity. A rare one. That's my bad impression of a Persona. I can't remember if that's in Persona 4 or Persona 5 where. I think it might be on that says that. A rare one. I'm not sure. Or it could be someone else. Or maybe it's Rosette. Could be. I don't know. So 19 common, 47 rare, 52 uncommon, 11 ultra rare, 18 a very rare, and then 19 common. So I guess I like the way that this pie is, shaping out. It feels nicely balanced, I guess, with rare and uncommon sort of taking up the bulk. I could be happy with that. I feel like I've done some good things. But let's dive in then, shall we, to the platinums of this is the Mosaic, which is very nice. If you want to download your own Mosaic, you can at the website listed here. 147. Now, look at all these beauties. Oh, my God. I just wish I could touch them. Imagine how they would feel. They'd probably feel like paper that I'd printed this on, which isn't that interesting. But imagine if they had texture. I'm sure it'd feel great. All right, so let us dive in then with my platinums of the year. Woo! All right, in the words of the iconic DX theme music, break it down. We're about to break down all the 23 platinums that I got in 2022, starting off with the 13th of January, where I got the Overcooked all-you-can-eat platinum. So this would be the second Overcooked platinum that I have. So this game combined all of the levels from Overcooked 1, Overcooked 2, and all the DLC stuff into one game. Myself, Beth, and Chris very much enjoyed playing this, and I'm pretty sure sure we all played this together and potentially even got the platinum together. Nothing too taxing here, especially if you are an overcooked veteran. If you've played the other games before, you know what you've got in store. You know the levels. Are there a few new levels? I don't know if maybe there are. But there's a ton of content in here. So definitely much more fun if you have other people to play with, and it makes it way more easy, especially getting the golds in all of those. So happy to start the year off with a nice platinum. That is 12.81% rare. Was a little bit glitchy, I remember, at times. Hopefully they've sorted that out now, but that's a nice one to start off with. That's our time. Come on, chop, chop. Don't keep me waiting. That's for platinum, alright? But then I was able to achieve one of my goals with my second platinum of the year, which was fraternal. Oh my God, on the 24th of January. This is another rare, well, yeah, I suppose. I guess this is quite rare, 15.84%. Not to be snubbed at. This platinum, I didn't know if I'd really get this one. I'm very happy with this. And all that I had to do, I'd beaten the game previously the year before. All I really had to do was those goddamn collectibles. What were they called? The glyphs or whatever. That was a nightmare going round and round, but I was determined that I was going to do it. I don't know, I think at least 10 hours plus of just going around. Now, for those of you who don't know this game, it has RNG collectibles, which means that you would have to, because the levels are randomly, they are randomly procedurally generated, aren't they? You have to just go through and just hope for the best that you find them. There's no way to really know which ones you do have and where you can kind of whittle it down, but it wasn't easy. Then you just sort of run through the game, try and find the room that you're looking for, try and hope that you walk into it and somehow get it. It was a nightmare. I wasn't sure if I had the heart to even continue to go on, but I'm glad. That's probably one of the ones that I'm pretty proud that I have this year. Wouldn't want to do it again, but I loved the game a lot. I love going back to the DLC later as well in this year. Hopefully this is it. Yes! Come on! Next up, on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. I got myself a little Valentine's Day plat, did I? Well, of course. I don't know if I actually timed this like that, but it is my true love. It is Uncharted. So I got another. Is Uncharted Uncharted must be one of the games I platinumed. Actually, I must have platinumed all Uncharted games at least twice. So this is Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. This is the PS5 version of the games, which combines both Uncharted 4 and Uncharted The Lost Legacy. But Uncharted The Lost Legacy got the dirty done on it, because if you look inside, there's no platinum for it. It's part of the DLC list. So in order to get the platinum, you do still have to play both games, but you have to get all of the trophies in the DLC pack, because I think one of the... Actually, I can find out now. Pretty sure one of the trophies in the list is get all the trophies in Uncharted The Lost Legacy for you to pop. Yeah. Don't ruin the moment. Collect all of the trophies in Uncharted The Lost Legacy. So technically you have to platinum Uncharted The Lost Legacy to even be able to platinum the full thing, which, you know, and then you don't even get a platinum for it. Sad to see that happen. Hopefully that won't happen again to any games in the future. That was a big... Could have been 2 platinums, but instead I got 1. Nice, mate. Yes! Happy Valentine's Day to me, hopefully. Next up, I didn't get a platinum until the 21st of March, but this is one that I like, Celeste. So actually a lot of the platinums this year, I want to give a big shout out to my Discord, who put on a bunch of challenges over the year, which actually helped me, decide different games to play and give these games a shot. So Celeste, I believe, was one of the, I can't remember what the challenge was, but that was a game that I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. And I love this game. Even now that I'm talking about it, I'm thinking about the music in my head. It's a game I'd heard a lot about, but I was kind of put off because it was like, I don't know, sometimes I get put off by games because I don't know if I feel like I can rise to the challenge or something. It's like, I don't know, I feel like an old gunslinger sometimes where I'm like, not that this is a difficult platinum because assist mode just makes everything trivial. But, sometimes I feel like I've retired. Like maybe I don't have the skills anymore. And then someone, I'm sitting at the bar drinking my shots of whatever they drink in the Wild West. And then someone else comes in and goes, I used to know someone who used to earn a lot of platinums. And I'm just like, yeah. Well, if you find them, you let me know. And then they slide the gun across to me and I pick it up and I feel the weight and I'm like, it's time to go. And then I go out on my horse and I gunsling and, I'm the legend again. But, this was a game that I was put off by it. Really happy that I picked it up. It has a lovely story. It's so much fun to play. I did not turn on assist mode until it got to the very final levels where you have to get the 4 hearts. Everything else I did myself. It was hard. Like the game is hard, but it's rewardingly so. But those last levels, I was like, no, I just want the platinum now. And then I just went through on assist mode. It was great fun. But either way, I think even if you're put off by the difficulty, you should definitely check this game out. Just put assist mode on, because the story that's happening through it, I loved it so much. And the music, fantastic.
One. Yeah. Level up.
Next up, another personal favourite of mine, Mass Effect 3. Very happy to finish off the Mass Effect Legendary Edition with this platinum. This game's doing it right, giving you a platinum for all 3 Mass Effects. You know, take note, Uncharted. Don't do me wrong again. Not too much to say on this one, 3rd of April, so, you know, getting 1 platinum a month so far. I think this one, to my memory, was definitely easier than the original on PS3. I think the list had been refined. You don't have to beat the game on any other difficulty, I don't think. I think it was pretty easy. The only hard bit was the final trophy, which I did get, which was the one and only. Oh, this is what this does do. It does combine the DLC trophies in the main set, because now the DLC trophies aren't actually DLC, it's part of the main game. And so it's like the one and only where you have to be Commander Shepard and you have to fight your own Commander Shepards, but you've got to do it on Spectre difficulty. Now you can cheat by turning it to Spectre difficulty before you kill the last thing, but I didn't do that. I did it and I felt good. I felt like that's what Commander Shepard would have wanted.
I don't want to have to do this again, now that we've come so close. Oh my god, she's invisible. No. We did it! Oh my god! That's gotta be it. But why? Yeah! We did it! That was so cool. I'm so happy with that.
Next up on the 5th of August, Ultimate Fall Guy. Acquire all other trophies. Now, I'm going to put on the sidebar, don't know which side I'm putting the sidebar on, what the difficulty is, but I am going to tell you that this is, unfortunately, an auto pop. I know, shame me for the auto pop. But unfortunately, this was like some weird thing that Fall Guys did where they did like another version of the game. So you had to install that one if you wanted to continue playing the game, which I did want to continue playing the game. I didn't do it with any nefarious thoughts, okay? I just wanted to continue playing Fall Guys for a little bit longer. And so, alas, you get the trophies that you earned before, which I guess is a good thing. That would annoy me. I'd probably be put off playing Fall Guys if I didn't. But so that equaled another trophy. But I imagine now, I can't imagine trying to get the platinum any now because there are so many levels. But I guess there's those other bits that happen. But yeah, fun game. I haven't played it in a while, actually. I don't know, because this is the thing. Bad, I know. But I'm put off playing the game because then I would have to install the PS5 version, which means I would again get all the trophies to pop, which would be another platinum. I mean, maybe I'd do it this year. But I also heard that the trophies are kind of glitchy. So I'd also hate to have it on my profile and not be dedicated enough to get all the, especially the winning 5 shows in a row. That ain't happening in any lifetime that I'm going to be living in.
You make me want to die. I'll never be good enough. Ooh. Ooh. No.
What?
I looked at... Yeah.
Is it? That's great.
Ooh. Hey, there's me trophy. Ice cherry, do I want...
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So the next month I also followed up with another auto pop. What's happened to me? Shame. I will make up for this. Don't you worry. So Spider-Man on PS5. Now there was a reason that I did this. As you guys know, if you're following the channel, I was trying to get to 75% completion. And I had the PS5 version of Spider-Man because I think I got it. Why did I get it? I got it with my PS5, yeah. So I had it, and I just never played it because I was just like, well, one day I'll go back and play the DLC trophies. And I didn't really know. I thought maybe I'd do it on the lead up to the next Spider-Man game. But it felt like a good opportunity, so I installed the game so I could play the DLC because no way I'm going to buy the DLC on the PS4 version, like, you know, if I already had it. So that's why I did that. Of course, Spider-Man, fantastic game. Play it if you haven't already.
Was that it? What happened to all the other trophies? That was odd. Maybe they just didn't want to do a big... Well, then it took 2 minutes, I guess, then. Tobey Maguire was good Spider-Man. Let's see what happened.
Next up, oh, this is one I'm happy with. Persona 5 Royal on the 3rd of June. This took a long time to get to. This was quite the grind. This is way easier than the vanilla. I'm just looking at the stats now. Way easier than the vanilla base game, which I don't have the platinum for, because that would require a whole nother playthrough. I was able to do this platinum in one playthrough. It was still like 100 hours because now there's like additional content that you have to play, which was great, by the way. I loved getting to the end and playing all of the stuff that I hadn't seen and learning and discovering all the new characters. Definitely, if I was saying if you wanted to play a Persona 5 game, then you should play Royal. Like, I love the original Persona 5, but this has so many good quality of life stuff that really helps make the game way more fun to play and way more easy to platinum because you're not locked out of as much stuff. Whereas in the other one, it's like you have to do very specific activities in the very short time that you have, and which is why you have to do another playthrough. So, big fan of that. And I think was it one of my goals? I did definitely want to platinum it. I wanted to platinum a Persona game, for God's sakes. The other ones are too hard. So that was the only one I was really going to get.
Oh, I feel like I didn't get... I thought... Unsuppressed rebel, we did it. God save the Queen. Well, that was pretty simple. That was only 40 minutes. I don't know how we did that so quickly. Oh, Divine Pillar, I've got one now.
Oh look, up next, it's my favourite game of 2022. It is Horizon Forbidden West. What is this all trophies obtained? Come on, Aloy, you could think of something better than all trophies obtained. It should be something better than that. So 2nd of July, I believe I got this live on stream, did I? I think so. What can I say? Like, this game, very, very... The first party, we all know, everybody. Let's not pretend. Let's not walk away from the facts. The first party games aren't very difficult to platinum. I think that's a good thing, you know. If you want something more difficult, then you can look elsewhere. But I like that this is like, we're PlayStation, okay? We're playing the games on PlayStation. They want you to have an easy gateway into trophy hunting. And I think that maybe that's why they do it like that. But nothing taxing here. It was just like, play the game, which was like, I don't know, 55 hours of my life. Do a few things. I don't even think you had to get gold in all of that. This was way easier than the original Horizon. There was like, you didn't have to get all the collectibles. You didn't even have to get gold in all of the things, what are they called? The trials. I mean, at least I don't think you had to. Let me have a quick look here before I start speaking rubbish. Get to level 50, yeah, seek passage. Oh, actually, I will give one cool thing to Horizon. They did have that thing that happened when the people that got the Reach the Daunt within a certain amount of time trophy, they planted a tree, which I thought was a really nice way of using trophies for the greater good. The greater good. Yeah, upgrade 3 items. Override machines. Actually, I really like this trophy list now that I'm looking at it. I like... this sounds really dumb because I didn't enjoy the game, but I did really enjoy getting the trophies because it's just like, it's not a nice to-do list. That's not like too taxing. It's like, go here, do that, finish that. Oh, clearing out the rebel camps is probably the most arduous thing. Yeah, this was fine. This was actually... I don't know. I think I would have hated Horizon more if the trophy list was any more awful than this. It was just a very long time. Yeah, I can't see anything in this that even has anything to do with the what are they even called, those trials? The sun trials or whatever? Oh, earn 3 stripes of the hunting grounds. Earn at least a quarter. Exactly. Simples. So if you got Horizon Forbidden West and you enjoy it, most definitely get this platinum.
No, don't miss the shot, Aloy. Don't miss the shot. Oh my god, there's another one around here. There's another one around here. Why can't they all be highlighted? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, no. Oh, what is this? Yeah, okay. Yeah! Come on! That was 3, right?
Very well.
Oh, no. Yeah! Oh my god, for a moment I was worried. Hey!
Next up, only 3 days later, a personal favourite of mine of the year, it is Demon Souls, Slayer of Trophies. See, good names, good naming here. That is at 26.6% rarity. One of my goals for the year was to go back and finish Demon Souls. Very happy that I did do that. Again, the Souls games are games that I need to gear myself up to do because they're going to take it out of you. And sometimes I am lazy. I'm quite a lazy creature if I let myself become lazy, which is why someone's like, oh, I love the Souls games, but they require too much out of me. So I bucked up my ideas, especially because I did enjoy playing Elden Ring. And, I did. That's after Elden Ring. Yeah. So I played Elden Ring and I was like, you know what? I'm ready to platinum Demon Souls. You can watch the Platinum Trophy Tales on it. Cheap plug, shameless plug as they say, because I did mess up the journey. Now, this is definitely easier than the original PS3 Platinum, which I do have as well, one of my favourites, because it gets rid of all of the levelling up every sort of, what are they called? You know how, I feel like this is the worst every trophy, I'm like, what was this thing? I literally do zero research. I'm like, let's just stick a camera on and speak to it. But you don't have to level up all your weapons on the different weapon trees, paths. You know, that was annoying that you had to do last time. It's just basically beat the game, get the different endings, to be honest. And you don't even have to get all the weapons. That was a nightmare to do on the original because you had to beat all the Black Phantoms, which you don't have to do, but I ended up having to do. And you have to beat them. I think you have to beat, actually you can even cheat beat them because I think you just have to go back to their dead body and it picks the stuff up. Way easier. If you enjoy the Souls games, definitely check this game out anyway. It's so much better to play on PS5. Like, I love the PS3 version, but this is the quality of life and the upgrade that it needed. Very grateful that we have this. Very happy that I have both Demon Souls Platinums. Oh yeah, that's another game. I need to look into that, the games that I have multiple Platinums in. I've been playing with a friend. Right, here we go.
Take this. It will be of help to you on your quest.
Yeah! Next up, wow, July was a great month. I got another Platinum in July. A Plague Tale's Innocence. Now, this was a game I went back to because I didn't really enjoy it when I played it last year. I don't know, I felt like I wasn't in the mood for it, but based on what people had said and that I was feeling like I wanted to go back and pick up some trophies from old games, I picked the game back up again. And you know what, to my surprise, I feel like I was mentally in the right place to play it. I don't know why I wasn't before. I think, you know, stealth games can be a little hit and miss. You got to really be in the patient mood. And if I'm not in the patient mood, then stealth games are going out the window. So very happy I went back to this. Nothing too taxing to write home about on this Platinum. The only thing is you have to be mindful of some of the collectibles and some of the upgrade material stuff. So I did have to do a whole nother playthrough just to collect more things. But then I found out there is actually a way that you can kind of cheese getting the last items that you need. So looking forward to playing the next one this year at some point. Hopefully the Platinum, the trophy list will be just as simple. But yeah, good game. Would recommend.
Oh my god, it worked.
Next up in July. Fourth Platinum of July. It's Stray. So Stray was available on PlayStation Plus Extra. So I checked it out. Managed to get that Platinum super quickly, it seems, within the week. Is that what that stat is saying? Potentially. I loved this game. It was short. It was very sweet. It was short and sweet. But it was cool to play as something different. Like playing as a cat was so much fun. The trophy list was also a lot of fun. There's a lot of good stuff happening. The speedrun does look intimidating, but don't let it intimidate you. Just know what you're going to go getting into. Like know where you have to go, do a bit of prior research, and then you should be all right. Now do remember as well that some of the cutscenes aren't skippable and do count towards your time, and some of them are. Like, oh wait, I don't think any of the I don't know, it's hard to tell which ones are which. So when I did it, which you can see the live stream of, I actually went over in terms of real time, but in-game time, I just made it. So very much enjoyed that game. Loved the art style and everything. Check out Stray if you haven't. Is this now just becoming like a promotional, like, check out this game if you haven't? Okay. Please let this be the one. Please, please, please. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, the controller battery's died. Yeah! Just. Next up, Sonic Origins, the 12th of August. I was super excited for this game. I've always wanted to get some kind of Platinum to cement the classic Sonics that I grew up and played as a child. And whilst I would love to have a Platinum for the original Sonic, this is about as good as I'm going to get for that. I think on the PS3 you can buy like the one alone, but I don't think you get Platinum for it. Happy that my boy Sonic, I got 2 Sonic Platinums this year. Happy that my boy Sonic got the well-deserved Platinum. This game, it was so much fun to go back and play the originals, even if they are slightly easier. But these are the quality of life things we have now, all right? I don't have the abundance of time that I had when I was 8 years old and I could just sit in front of the TV all day. I've got to do the washing up now. And thankfully, Sonic understands me now. Sonic knows that I have to tidy up, wash up, and buy the shopping. And he isn't going to disrespect my time like that. He's going to let me save. And for that, Sonic, I say thank you. So I really like the challenge mode that they also added into this. Very easy Platinum, very straightforward. If you are a Sonic fan, you'll know how to get through the games. If you're not a Sonic fan, it might be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, what's that? 52%. See, a lot of people getting that Platinum. Got a bubble out of it. Can I? Yeah! Haha! Super Sonic, but I'm not actually doing anything super. Next up, another one of my favourites. Another Souls game for the year. Dark Souls 3 on the 29th of August 2022. Shout out to Guy Faruski, aka Joel, who made the platinum possible by saying, Lucy, we will boost this together. And boost we did. Now, as with typical with Souls games, the rarity on this is quite low, but based on normal Souls games with 17.89%. Normally they're a bit higher than that, and I think it is most definitely down to the covenants. Now, for those who haven't played the Souls games, there's normally like covenant stuff that you have to do, but in this one, it's very, very annoying. So you have to like get all these items, but you have to get like a large amount of them, and there is so many of these dumb covenants, and you have to get like 30 of the things, like the grind to get the stupid, what are they called, proof of chord concept, like they're rare drops, so you're just like going around killing enemies hoping it drops, if not reloading, going back and killing over and over again. That was a whole week. I got a little obsessed. I was like sitting here just playing it over and over again trying to get those drops, and that's what put me off the platinum originally. But Joel was like, you can do it. All I had to do was put in that little bit of work, and I'm really happy. 5 years, a 5-year odyssey. Started the game on my birthday all those years ago in 2016. I was fresh into 26, and now I'm a grizzled 32-year-old. But at that time, one, and I've done it. I'm really happy. My goal, a very small goal that I'm working towards, is to one day get all of the Souls platinums. I'm missing 2. I'm missing obviously Elden Ring, and I'm missing Sekiro. I think that's it, to be honest. I can make that happen. Sekiro's coming up this year, for sure. Is there going to be a Dark Souls 4, you think? A jazz hands for some reason.
Yes!
The Dark Soul! It's me! We've done it!
There it is. There it is.
Thank you, Joel. Next up in September, on the 26th of September, an apt day. Of course, that is Last of Us Day. I got The Last of Us Part 1 Platinum. This game, like, it was so much fun to go back and play it. This, I'm pretty sure, is the game that I've platinumed the most, because you can get the platinum on PS3, you can get the platinum on PS4, and now you can get the platinum on PS5. And every time you play the game, the platinum is easier. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait, I do feel like the PS4 and the PS3 lists were identical, but this list definitely not identical. They again did the thing that Mass Effect did, where they've combined the DLC trophies in with the main game, because now Left Behind, while still a DLC, it's just part of the package. You don't have to play the game on any of the difficulties. You can just play it super easy. The collectible stuff, they've made obviously loads of accessibility options to make the game. It was a walk in the park. Very fun to play it live on stream. The entire platinum journey happened live on stream from the moment I booted up to the game to the moment I popped the plat with a few cosplays thrown in, and was really happy that I managed to hit my goal of platinuming it on Last of Us Day. I really enjoy when I can sync up a platinum with a day. Put a comment in the comments below, as they say, if you also like syncing up platinums with special days, and what ones have you done it for? Because I find it's like a fun little meta game that you can just like play yourself. Angel. Oh, wait. Yeah! Fuck yeah, I win. That's so weird that you have to do the ultra kill at the end.
She pierces
The cordyceps
again and again into his heart.
is but there we are. That's the platinum, everybody. We did it together. We did together like shoop ba 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 ba. Okay, next up in October 8th, I got the platinum for Little Nightmares 2, primetime content consumer. Your life is now free of challenges. Congratulations. Is it though? Is it now free of challenges? We'll find out. Now, the original Little Nightmares, which I did play, famously, I'm going to say famously, doesn't have a platinum. Boo! And is way harder. Boo! This game, so much easier, has a platinum. Nothing really difficult here. It's just play the game, get the collectibles, which you can easily do with a guide. There's only one trophy that's quote unquote hard, I guess, which is to play the first level without getting hit. But you don't even have to play the first level the whole way, I discovered. So I did this live on, was this on my 20k stream? Yeah, my 20k celebration stream. Got that live. Thought that was going to be way more difficult than it was. So great little game. Very much enjoyed it. And it was nice to play and get a platinum in it, even though it was easier. I wish I had a platinum in the original Little Nightmares. That was a pain in the ass to get that platinum, to get the 100% even. Non-deplume is a false identity. Wow. What? That's all I had to do? I didn't have to do the whole level? Primetime content consumer. Oh my god. I thought I'd have to do the entire level. Well, we got the platinum, everybody. Next up, oh, this is a personal favourite of mine as well. The 25th of October, I have the platinum in Resident Evil 5. Congratulations, you overcame all of your fears in Resident Evil 5. Yeah, part of the fears was just playing the game. 21.22%. This took a while to get this platinum because I started it back in 2021, put it down, because everyone says that this game wasn't that great. But then my mysterious co-op partner slid in to my PlayStation app DMs and was like, I can help you get the platinum. And I was just like, sure thing, whatevs. So we played the game together. I actually didn't think I was going to get the platinum in this game, 100%. I was just like, you know what? I wanted to see it through. I wanted to get those gains for my completion. But we had a great time playing it. And whilst it felt overwhelming, once you've played it once, the other playthroughs become very, very easy because you know what the levels are. You're just going through it, and you can actually pick the levels out of order. So when we had to play it on Veteran, we just were like, okay, let's do this level now, and let's do that one, rather than playing the whole game again. So if you break it down, it can be done. And I'm very happy with this one. It feels like a nice achievement. Am I also going to try and get all the platinums in all the Resident Evil games? Am I going to make that a thing in my life? I don't know. Sadly, obviously, there is no platinum for Resident Evil 4, but the remake, I imagine, would have a platinum. So maybe. We shall see.
Yeah, War Hero.
Come on.
Next up, also in October, on the 29th of October, we have the platinum for Batman Arkham Asylum, Return to Arkham Collection, 14.74% rare. I actually really just wanted to go back and play Batman. Like, I just had a craving, a hankering to play a Batman game, and I don't think Gotham Knights was gonna, scratch that itch for me. So I bought this one, and this is my favorite one of all of the Batman games. It was Arkham Asylum. So it was a good time going back to that. I'd forgotten how annoying that shock and awe combat section is, the one where the floor was electric. That's probably the hardest part. The hardest part of this platinum is definitely doing the combat challenges. One of the main reasons I didn't want to play any of the other Batman games is because this one is probably the easiest, well, quote unquote, easiest one to get, because the other ones are way more grindy, because this one is only like 24 challenges, whereas the other games it's like, hey, do you want to play 120 challenges? And I'm like, no thank you. They're fun, but they're not that fun. So that was a nice one to go back and revisit. Okay, I think even with the mess up, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Okay, everybody. Oh no, that was round 4. Oh my god, we did it! Did we do it? I wasn't even paying attention. Perfect night. Come on. Yes! What a roller coaster. Put this down. Oh. Next up in November, Control, director of the FBC. That was on the 14th of November. This was an unexpected platinum as well, actually. I got a lot of unexpected platinums this year. I wasn't expecting to go back and get Control or even play Control, but based on my 20k live stream that I did, I jumped in, got a few trophies in it. I was like, actually, I think I can play this game. I think it's quite fun because I've played it back in 2019 and I didn't really like it, didn't really vibe with me. But this time, for some reason, I was really into it and I had a good time with it. And the trophy list, again, not that I remember anything being too annoying. Did I have to do some kind of like... there was something at the end that I had to spend a lot of time grinding to find something. I don't remember. Oh, it's because there's certain like... Oh, is it the countermeasures? Something like that. But overall, the trophy list is very straightforward and... Don't tell anyone I told you. Not that I did this. Maybe I did right at the very end after I beat the game. There is a God mode. So you can make it way simpler by turning on God mode. I only did that when I was doing cleanup because I was like, I can't be asked anymore. Let's just play the damn game. 3. Yes! We did it. We matched everybody. Well, thank you. Thank you, I am the director. Way! Platinum. Oh my god. Next up on the 9th of December. Wow, not many people have this. I should probably look at what the achievers are. This is probably one of my lowest achievers. Don't let that be any... any... Oh, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. Don't let that be... a poor reflection, I guess, of the game itself. But it's Sonic Frontiers! I was well excited. Whilst you were all out there playing God of War Ragnarok, I was here playing Sonic Frontiers. And was it the right choice? I don't know. It was a very curious game, Sonic Frontiers. The platinum, it was fine. It was just grindy slightly. Not, how many hours did I play? I think like 30 plus hours playing this game. Only 2,553 people have stuck it out to get the platinum. I probably wouldn't have got it as fast as I did, realistically, but I kind of just once I like got the gist of what the game was about, I was like, let's just get this out. Let's just knock this out. But I had fun with it to an extent, but it did become a little bit repetitive of what the game wanted you to do. And I can't remember what the trophy that took the most time was. I remember people being like, oh, you have to play on hard difficulty because of the secret. You don't have to do any of that. You can play on easy. It's fine. There is nothing that I thought was a blocker. Very straightforward.
No, I thought we just like destroy him.
Yeah.
Come on. Could this be it?
Oh, no. Okay, that is taking
Come on. Yeah! It was Tank! Yeah. Is this flat time?
All right, then next up, one of my most proudest, I think, platinums of the year, which I got on Christmas Day. A Christmas Day platinum. Have you ever had a Christmas Day platinum? Because now I can say I have. And it is Sackboy A Big Adventure on the 25th of December. 13.92% rare. Only 63 people also have this trophy based on this website. I actually, back in the day, did not think I was going to get this platinum. Well, let's rewind. I first played the game and I was like, oh, I can get this platinum. It's just Sackboy, you know, da-da-da-dum. I was so confident that I said it on Adam McDermott's video back in 2021 that it was the next platinum I was going to get. And then I just hated the game. Like, I just did not enjoy playing the levels. It was pretty much a grind. And then, again, the mysterious co-op partner was like, hey, I see you're trying to get your completion up. We could play Sackboy together. And I was like, okay, if it's for the greater good, let's do it. And so they helped me mop up the remainder of my multiplayer trophies that I had going. And then the final challenge was the Knitted Knight Challenge, which was a challenge that I was very curious about. It was something that I was like, I want to give this a go, and I really, really think that if I put my heart and soul towards it, I can do it. Can the old dog still do it? And my God, the old dog did. Very happy with that. And now I've just messed up my hair. Yeah, that was a really fun challenge. Whilst I didn't enjoy the entirety of the game, the challenge itself was it's nice to feel like I can get a good platinum now and again amongst all of the auto pops that I have this year. But this is the end, I think. Just get it done. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hopefully that's it. I actually wasn't expecting that to happen. I hope that's okay. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. The Christmas Day plan! We did it! Oh my God. 100%. I was so nervous. Then the next trophy. Now this goes on my list of shame of trophies, but it had to be done. So it was getting dangerously close to the end of the year, and the only way to be able to reach my 75% completion was to play some kind of easy game that had some good trophies and I could get the platinum super quickly. And the option was What Remains of Edith Finch on PS5, which, by the way, is a great game. But I was like, do I really want to play that game again? Maybe I will someday. But I was like, I'm not really feeling it. Maybe I should play a new game. Maybe I should do what I always do sometimes, which is play terrible Doctor Who games, because I love Doctor Who. So it was Doctor Who Lonely Assassins, and this was tragic, which is why probably only 281 people have this trophy. But 72.99% of the people that did own it did get the plan, because it's super straightforward. There are some missables, and halfway through the game, it's like a phone game where you're like trying to do a mystery on a phone and you're speaking to Osgood or whatever. Only took about 2 hours to play, but halfway through I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And I just opened up a walkthrough guide and I just let the guide me. And it was a relaxing 2 hours of my life on the 29th of December. And it felt good once it was gone. Now, what does this say? Look, at least they're trying here. Clever Clogs, not only have you helped Osgood to defeat the Weeping Angels, you've managed to successfully unlock every other trophy the game has to offer. This might be one of the longest platinum descriptions I've ever read or seen in my life. I don't know if they've got a character limit on it, but do you know what? It was a shit game, but I'm giving you props for that. Props. Good job, whoever made this.
Nope. Sorry, I hate you, Osgood. Goodbye. Yay.
And then the final trophy of the year was on the 31st of December at 11:59:13. Right there, it was Skyrim, the PS4 version of Skyrim. 14%.67. That's interesting how rare that is. I imagine it's only rare because it's such a massive game that lots of people play it, but not everyone sees it through to the end and does what, because what was my final time on that? Like 80 hours? Which, 80 hours that I thoroughly enjoyed. But happy to end it with a game. It's still one of my favourite games of all time, Skyrim.
We close 1 minute. All right, here we are on the minute. 3, 2, 1. We're pressing circle. We're leveling up. Oh, yeah, master. And then back to me. Yay, platinum trophy, we did it. Woo, happy new year.
And there we go. That is my 23 platinums of the year. Now, if I was going to really be hard on myself, I should probably get rid of, let's do a quick purge. Get rid of Spider-Man, get rid of Fall Guys. And that's it. Actually, you know what? That's only so technically 21 proper platinums, 2 auto pops. I mean, we live in a world where auto pops are a bloody minefield that we have to navigate now. I think that's not too shabby. So now that we've gone through all of that, it's time to rank them. How will I rank all of the platinums I got this year? So the ranking, I think I'm going to do in terms of my own personal, enjoyment of them, or how I felt about them, I suppose. We're going to feel it out. We're going to do this together. Together we're going to work it out. But I have created my very own platinum pyramid so we can do this. Welcome everybody to my platinum pyramids. Here we go. How do I rank my plats from this year? So I have this pyramid, as you can see here, where I've got bronze tier, silver tier, gold tier, and platinum tier, which is where I'll put my favorite platinums of the year at the top, my mere platinums at the bottom, and then on the side I have all of the icons that go from each one. So let's have a look at this. Hopefully this will be some kind of fun. We will see. Let's just check how this looks. Cool. Right, where are we going to start? I think I'm going to start with my least. So we've got to put the auto pop. So Spider-Man. In fact, I would even drop that out of the list, to be honest. And then where was my other? And Fall Guys. I mean, if this was the other year, if this was like 2020. Did I get 2020? Or was it 2021 I got the plan for Fall Guys? I think I got it in 2021. That would have been way higher. But as it's an auto pop, it's going down there. It can only be relegated into bronze tier. Actually, I might put these in the middle. I'm a designer, all right? I need things to be beautifully organized. Right, they're going down there. What are we doing next? I'm also going to put this Doctor Who game down here, actually, because that was trash, and I don't feel good about myself for getting that. I mean, I know I make it a mission of mine to play Doctor Who games, but that felt, in the words of Platinum Bro, grubby. I mean, it could be grubbier. At least it's Doctor Who. At least I can say to myself, when I look at myself in the mirror at night, it was a Doctor Who game, and I had to do it for the greater good. Next up, let's see. Where are we going? This is tough. I might put The Last of Us in silver tier, I think. Nothing against The Last of Us. It's a great game. I think the list wasn't doing anything, It was very much straightforward. You literally couldn't help but walk into that platinum, which is fine. Sometimes you want one of those. But I'm going to dump it there as like just a B+ player. You're just a B+ player, Daniel Bryan. That'll go there. I think I also put Sonic there too. Again, I love Sonic, but it's not really happening. Oh, actually, I might put Sonic Frontiers in there too. Maybe I might put Sonic up into gold. Just because I like Sonic. I think Sonic Frontiers definitely deserves to be in the silver tier, whereas Sonic Origins has a bit more of an emotional meaning to me, because it was great to go back to those games. So I'm putting that there. What are we doing next? I'm going to probably put, I think, Stray in the silver tier. I think the silver tier is probably going to be the biggest tier. I enjoyed the game, I enjoyed the plat, but nothing to write home about. Nothing I'm going to talk about, when I have to, film my hologram from my gravestone, which I imagine will happen when I'm dead. There'll be holographic gravestones by then. When I go through my greatest achievements, and it's not going to be Stray. What are we doing? I think I might put Little Night. Oh, no. Hang on. How have I not? I'm going to put Horizon in here because, firstly, whilst I enjoyed the list, as I said, I didn't enjoy playing the game. I didn't really enjoy. When I say I enjoyed the list, I meant I enjoyed the activities the list was giving me. I like people giving me tasks and do this, and I'm like, cool, I will do that. It feeds into the organizational bones that I have within me, where I'm like, okay, I have been given task, I must complete task. But the tasks were deathly boring, and the game was irritating at best. God. Maybe we'll talk about... Oh, God, I'm going to play the DLC next year as well, because why not? What am I doing with Overcooked? I'm going to put that in the S tier as well. The S tier is going to get quite... I mean, because I've got nothing against it. It was fine. It was a fine platinum. It's a fine plat. So that will go there. I'm going to pick up Batman and put Batman in the gold tier. Whilst I'd already done it before, I'm still proud of that one, you know? I'm still proud that I can be the Batman. I've still got the skills. These hands can still do it. I'm also going to put... I'm going to put Celeste in the gold tier as well, because I enjoyed that game. Maybe these are games to help you, influence you, on whether you should plat them or not, based on my enjoyment. I am going to put Mass Effect, I think, in the silver tier. Nothing against it, but I'm probably more proud of my PS3 Mass Effect Platinum, just because that was slightly harder. This was just a good time, you know. Not that I would want to do the PS3 Platinum again, absolutely not. I ain't got time for that. But it was nice to obviously do that. I don't know how I'm going to organise this now. It's getting a bit cramped down there. I think I'm going to put Control also in the silver tier. Just because it's fine. It was, you know, it's an easy plat. Lots of people have this platinum. It's still a fine game, but nothing that I really want to, as I said, write home about. What does that leave us with? I feel bad that I'm not putting enough in the bronze tier, but you know, it's got to be the way it has to be. Where am I putting Uncharted? I don't feel as strongly about this Uncharted Platinum, to be honest. So I might just stick this. You know what? This is a big call. I am demoting this to bronze because of the way that they, you know, screwed over my girl Chloe and the Lost Legacy DLC. You will be demoted for poor trophy practice. And that's... Look, I don't make the rules. Maybe I do. It's my channel. It's my video. But I will enforce them. And that's what you get. That's what you get when you do shit trophies. Whoa. Oh, does anything else need to be demoted based on shitness? I don't know. We'll reassess the list. We'll reassess afterwards. I am going to... Look, we're left now with some... Well, I feel like Little Nightmares 2 is going in the silver tier. It's fine. I wish I could make this look... I'll make this look pretty at the end, and then I'll have a lovely, pretty screenshot to show you. Fine. Nothing too hard about it. Very much enjoyed the game, though. Great game. Would 100% recommend, as I said. But that's been silvered. Now we're getting... Oh, what am I doing with a Plague Tale? I think a Plague Tale's also got to go in the silver. Nothing crazy. Happy to have the plat, but you know, I don't feel particularly proud about it or anything. What are we doing? I'm going to put Persona in the gold tier, I think, just because it was a commitment. It did take a lot of time to get to it, and I'm happy to have a Persona Platinum in my collection, even if it is the quote-unquote easiest one. It's nice to have it, and I love that Platinum. I love having that Platinum. Now we're left with some big hitters. What am I going to do with Skyrim? I might put Skyrim in the silver tier. I feel like the silver tier, you know what? A silver tier is like giving a game a 7 out of 10 or an 8. 7 and 8 is still good. It's still a good game. You know, we have to explore the spectrum. If you ain't exploring, then you might as well just not be ranking at all. I'm very hard on this. I feel like that's the only way you're really going to, you know, separate the wheat from the chaff. Now we have all of my... Ooh. Can I put all of these? Now we're left with Returnal, we're left with Demon Souls, we're left with Resident Evil 5, we're left with Dark Souls 3, and we're left with Sackboy. I think only 3 can make it into my platinum tier. We can't, like I said, we've got to explore the spectrum, and if we ain't exploring, then what? It's not worth it. Now, which are my 3 favorite of the year, or the ones that? I have to put Sackboy in there, like 100%. Am I really gonna champion Sackboy at the top of it? Just because the way that it happened, like I knew I could get the platinum, but I didn't think I'd get it the way I did or as quickly. Like it was just madness. It was madness getting on Christmas Day. Like I was super tired, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna stream after Christmas," and I did. So that was a lot of fun getting that one. I'm gonna also have to put. I have to put Dark Souls in here. Dark Souls 3, because I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I got this platinum. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you, Joel. But it means, I don't know, it's so dumb. But because it was like such a long journey and I had honestly written off the platinum, it just felt so good to finish that off and to have that. Which makes this easy, actually. Demon Souls, where's that going? That's going in the gold tier. Big fan of it, love it, but it doesn't hold a candle to the PS3 Platinum. Absolutely not. And then we've got Returnal and Resident Evil 5. I think Returnal is going to have to go in the Platinum tier, just because it was a real pain in the ass, and I really wanted to give up. I feel like I really wanted to give up on that Platinum so badly, and so when I see that one, I'm like, it reminds me, never give up, as John Cena would say. Thank you, John Cena, for helping inspire me to do this Platinum. And it was awful, it was a grunt, but the thing is, I love the game. It's such a shame that such a good game just had terrible trophies that made a lot of people hate it. Boo! Bad trophy list. And then finally, Resident Evil 5, I'm going to put that in the gold tier, because I think it's not great. Like, a lot of people will be like, why? But I had a lot of fun earning this Platinum, mainly because it was the game is only fun. Everyone will say it. The game is only fun if you play it with another person. Playing it by yourself, it's going down here. But playing it with other people, it goes, and it goes up here, because that was a lot of fun. It was dumb. The game was stupid. The trophy list, at least it was interesting. I suppose they were doing some different things, like get all the weapons, play the game. Well, it's kind of, well, not quite your standard Resident Evil, affair in trophies, but I don't think anything was, getting the S ranks was kind of annoying, but I did it. We lived and we saw it through. So how is this looking? How's this looking now? Let's put this nice in the middle. There we go. That is my... Do you know what? I might just take a quick moment just to make this pretty. I've got to make it pretty. Bear with me. You know what? I feel like this has to be done. Boo! You just got demoted! Yeah, I just demoted Horizon. Why did I demote Horizon? Just because I wanted to. Just because I got mad with power. A boo! Right. And it makes it look nice and even and pretty. Right, let's get back to prettifying it. There you go. Look how pretty that looks now. Although that bottom bit's a little skew. Hang on. Must have alignment. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. So there we are. That is my Platinums, now ranked from proudest to funnest to not so fun to demoted if I just, became a psycho and decided to. I haven't really put them in any particular order within their groupings. However, I will say that I decided to put in this Platinum tier Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 has now, my 100% decided, is my favorite Platinum of 2022, and my least favorite Platinum of 2022 is the Doctor Who game. That's it. That's how I've decided, from favorite to least favorite. Maybe I should then put, if I was going to do it a bit more, blah, blah, put that down here, but I don't really want to mess up the order. So that is it. That is my, get out of here. That's it. That is the pyramid. That is the tier. And that about wraps up today's video of my Platinums from 2022. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know in the comments below how many Platinums that you got this year. What is your favorite? What's your least favorite? Have you got any goals for next year? I'm just one of Platinum games that I still enjoy. I don't know. I don't think I can top 23. In fact, I think that would be mad to say so. But I've got, maybe I can start chipping away on my Resident Evil, play all those games, and my Souls Platinums. Those are the ones I want to chip away at that. I've got to see at least one more of those next year. So there we go. That wraps up the video. Thank you so much, and I shall see you all next time. And I shall see you for definitely some more Platinums throughout the year. So keep it locked to the channel if you want to watch me earn Platinums live on stream. That sometimes happens. Or talk about them in the Platinum Trophy Tales, or, whatever else I want to talk about on the channel. I decide. I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and Happy New Year.